Users can change their status in the top left corner using the next available status buttons. To change status, just click the one that you would like to move to, and it should update your current status here. Sometimes users will get a message saying status request sent, awaiting CAD response. This typically just means there's a slight delay in the server communications between the mobile and the CAD servers. Any status available in the top left should be available for the units to use themselves without dispatcher approval. Units may place themselves in or out of service with the Out of Service button. The new mobile UX does allow for multiple out of service reasons to be selected. Select the ones needed, then click Submit on the right side. It's important to note if multiple out of service reasons have been selected, the units cannot use the In Service button to clear them. This will only clear one of the selected out of service reasons. If multiple out of service reasons have been selected, the user needs to go back into the out of service pick list, unselect all reasons, and click Submit again to ensure there are no lingering out of service reasons that may affect dispatch. The calls queue can be selected in the blue favorites at the top of the screen. The queue is split into two sections with active calls at the top, pending calls at the bottom. Each queue has a visual indicator of the number of calls inside of each queue. Queues can be expanded or minimized by clicking the up or down arrow next to each one. If the number of calls exceeds the list view, users can scroll using the slide bar on the right or the arrow buttons to move up or down. Each queue has a number of columns. Each column is sortable by clicking the column header. Columns may also be resized by clicking and dragging the side-to-side arrow slider that appears near the edge of each column. Column resizing typically will save during the user session. However, if updates to the queue are made, it may change the layout and require to be reset. The units queue functions similarly to the calls queue. Each column is sortable and resizable. Each of the queues has hyperlinks available on certain items. Clicking the hyperlink will pull up different detailed screens available to the users. The units queue is driven off of the filter button. To see different agencies' units both on the map and in the units queue, it's important to select them in the filters by going to Agencies and making the appropriate selections. You may choose to select individual agencies or select all. Be sure to click Save prior to exiting this view, or it will not remember the selections you have made. You may clear all filters at any time when viewing this window. Filters can also be set by status, resource type, or capability. It is important to remember what filters you may have set to avoid conflicting filters or removing units that you may want to see at a later date. Similar to the classic UX, the calls queue is driven by the watch list, which is available in the top right corner. The watch list functions similarly to the units filter. Just scroll through the list of agencies available and select the check mark next to each one, or select all. Again, ensure to click Save prior to exiting this screen. The right side of the screen also has several favorites buttons. These buttons are dynamic and will shift from screen view to screen view. The default vertical favorites buttons will be the calls and units queues again, as well as the maps and links queue. The links, when clicked, will just provide a hyperlinked URL landing page. It will allow the users to sign in to the web pages available in the pick list.